topics and opinions expressed in the following show are solely those of the host and their guests and not those of W4CY Radio, its employees, or affiliates. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our web. No liability, explicit or implied, shall be extended to W4CY Radio or its employees or affiliates. Any questions or comments should be directed to those show hosts. Thank you for choosing W4CY Radio.
Welcome to the Eat and Critique Show with restaurant critics Steve-O and Sophia. Brought to you by one of Steve-O and Sophia's favorite Incontro Italian cuisine and steakhouse located on the Walk in Coral Springs. Now, sit back while award-winning restaurant critics Steve-O and Sophia share with you the good, the bad, and the ugly in South Florida dining.
Good evening, South Florida. Boy,
what are you laughing about?
Cute. That was a close one.
That was a close one.
We actually hit the mute accidentally.
See, when you have a live show, it's different. You know, you're not allowed to screw up, but I love screwing up.
I don't.
Oh.
We have a wonderful show tonight planned. Our Thasos restaurant from Fort Lauderdale is going to be on, one of the best Greek restaurants there is in Broward County. And
yes. Are you looking for me for what's coming on tonight? Don't do that.
No, I already know. We have Pedro, our favorite guy. We have the top 10 steakhouses in Palm Beach County and Broward. And we are going to talk a little bit about the South Beach Wine and Food Festival and the Burger Fest.
Well,
the Burger Bash winner.
We have a great guest coming on.
We do, Sophia.
Mylona. She is the owner of Thasos Greek Taverna.
Thasos.
And if you have never seen Thasos, there's a lot of Greek. We should stop it.
He needs to learn Greek. Thasos.
Ooh, I love the way you say it like that. Ooh.
Where is she?
No, she'll be here. But
Greek time.
while we're waiting,
yes,
I have got something I do not understand. So we have the South Beach Wine and Food Festival. Mm-hmm. It's huge. It's a big national event. Big national chefs. They come in for it.
Emeril Lagasse was.
That's what I was going to say. So here's
this year.
One of the most famous chefs in the world, actually. And I don't know what the right word, he didn't back them.
Picks.
There is a restaurant in town. Well, when I say in town, it's in
West Palm
Beach. It's a barbecue restaurant. Now, if you all listened last week or watched us last week, we found the finest barbecue restaurant ever.
Yes.
I mean, blown away.
Yes.
Rob's Family Barbecue. It's in Davie, and they're also in Plantation. Mm-hmm. Folks, I'm telling you, if you like barbecue, I have not found a better place in either Palm Beach or in Broward.
Or in Florida.
yeah, for that.
It was just out of this world.
The reason why is there's a place that there's lines. It's a barbecue restaurant in West Palm Beach. There's literally lines to get in.
Hour wait.
Yeah, and I was like really excited about this. So we go in, and the first thing we find out is to get your drinks, you got to go up and get them yourself.
If you want an iced tea or a Coca-Cola.
It's not a vending machine like some restaurants.
It's not just liquor, but good luck getting your drink from the bar because the bar is packed because everyone waiting for a table is sitting at the bar. So they're slammed.
Now, keep in mind, this place is jumping with people. Mm-hmm. So the first thing I always do is probably kind of, it's not gross, but I put a little barbecue sauce on my finger just to taste it because that way I know if I'm in for a good night or not. They have 4 barbecue sauces there?
And 3. Vinegar 1.
1.
Vinegar 2, a little bit stronger vinegar. And vinegar 3, extra vinegar.
I'm going to tell you
It
something.
was awful.
It was the worst sauce I've ever had in my life.
It wasn't sauce. It was vinegar.
Vinegar. Okay. It's the worst vinegar I've ever had in my life. Folks, I can't even tell you how bad it was. And I thought, well, maybe with all these people here, and oh God, we also knew we were in trouble. They had a couple open tables. They went to seat us. They seat us at a table where there's like 10 kids.
No, first they sat us by the kitchen.
Yeah, that's right. First they sat us by the kitchen.
Then they moved us because they had a big party of adults coming in.
You ever heard of a restaurant that says, we have to move you because we have a big party coming out? Like,
It's
what are we, chopped liver?
Kids, actually.
Oh my God, I said, with these lines, the food has got to be better than anything.
Well, we did find out you could get the water.
You tell them about the water.
We got the water.
So it tasted really funny.
It smelled funny before we tasted it. And we asked if there was something wrong with the water, if we could get a new glass. And she said, it's not the water. You're just smelling. They're working on the water pipes outside for West Palm Beach. Yeah,
we get a lot of people tell us that, but don't worry about it. It's probably.
It was the nastiest water I've ever had.
Sophia, I'm dying in there. Between the having to get up to go get our drinks, it was packed in there, and the sauce is ripped up vinegar.
But they
weren't horrible.
Sauce. I thought barbecue sauce had a red tinge to it or some kind of a color. It was clear. Remember, it was vinegar.
So we order our food.
Who told you not to try?
You did tell me, but you also told me there's lines to get in there.
There are lines to get in.
By the way, the place is called Pig's Beach. Pig Beach.
Pig's Beach.
Remember that name, Pig Beach. If you have an enemy, send them there. Tell them it's great. But you know what? There's
people love it. And they told me it was the Tennessee barbecue. So I asked.
It was Iowa barbecue.
When I asked the people I know from Tennessee, and they're like, that's not our barbecue. So I don't know. Maybe it's a New Jersey style.
I don't know.
What do we know?
All I know is it was really bad. On the show, we know you work hard for your money. There's a lot of restaurants in town. In fact, Sophia and I, this is our, how we make our living. And you would not believe there's probably 20 or 25 new restaurants in the area. And we will be, Sophia's got some great restaurants that she is working on. And we have a new cookie store that opened up in Boynton. They're in West Palm. They're in Delray. And we are really excited. It's called Cookie Crumble. And they are getting ready to become a sponsor on our show.
Is that the way the cookie crumbles?
That's the way the cookie crumbles. That's a cute name.
Does it crumble when you pick it up?
It crumbles in your mouth.
Oh.
Not in your hand. Well, I'm getting hungry now.
So
not for pig barbecue, I'm not. But.
No. So we're waiting for Sophia still.
Yes. We might have to carry, with Sophia, sometimes she gets really busy. And she's so hands-on. And I have known Sophia for about 6 years now. You go to Thasos Taverna. What, am I saying it wrong?
Thasos.
Isn't that what I'm saying?
Thasos.
Thasos. But when you pull up to this restaurant, it's done in like an Art Deco. It's a white, large building. It's beautiful. I don't know if you know Steve Monterano's restaurant over there on Oakland Park Boulevard. It's right across the street from there. I mean, you can't miss it. It's got this beautiful lighting.
It reminds me of Greece.
Yeah.
It reminds me of a building in Greece. And then you walk into the restaurant and it is gorgeous.
Yes.
You feel like you're sitting outside at a taverna in one of the islands in Greece. It's just gorgeous.
They treat you. I'm just going to check and see if Sophia has written me. I think she has. Yep. No, it's. Oh, I cannot log on. Ooh. Go ahead, Sophia. I'm just tell her what to do.
It's all white inside with the most gorgeous lighting. They have the wood. It has a lot of wood features in it, and it really does make you feel like you're sitting out in a taverna in an island in Greece. And then they have a Greek band that usually plays, and there's a lot of dancing and singing going along. But the food is spectacular.
Yeah, we can tell them some of the food.
Right. She does have a Greek menu. She has domadas, which are stuffed grape leaves. She has fried zucchini chips.
Oh,
she has.
Sophia, I gotta say, that is one of my favorites, the fried zucchini chips. They are, and she does a real light batter, and they're not greasy at all. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. It's
no,
fine.
I was just, actually, she's trying to get on.
They have hummus. They have the olive tapenade. There's so many choices. And then they have the branzino, full branzino that they cook at the table side. Salmon. I think there's moussaka on the recipe on the menu. And it's just a very extensive menu. Steaks, anything you want is really on the menu. And a full bar. They won several wine contests for their wine listings. So they have very extensive wine list as well. And it's just a fun place to go.
You know, she won the, is it Spectators Award?
Mm-hmm.
And with the Spectators Award, you have to have 400 different types of wine.
Mm-hmm.
So it is really amazing. I guess
she won last year, 2022, again.
Yes.
Again. So,
and you know, she's real charitable. She's always raising money. I mean, it's not just she has great food and a beautiful restaurant. She's always raising money.
She's in the community quite a bit.
Yes, and she's always there at the restaurant. You know, we've always told you what makes her restaurant is when the owner is hands-on, and she is definitely hands-on. We just got a message, a phone number. I hope that's the right number. I got, one time I gave out our producer's number.
That boy.
Please tell me, yes, that's the phone number they can call in. God, I was
JB's
so
number again.
Okay, so if you'd like to call us here, maybe you've got a favorite restaurant. Maybe you have a restaurant you had a horrible experience.
Big speech.
Yeah, and
how could Emerald do that, honestly?
Our number here is 561-623-9429. I'm going to see if I'll have her. That's a good idea. I'm going to have her call in.
The other thing is, if you really do want a good Greek experience, it does have authentic Greek music and a singer, and they do go wild with the dancing. So the napkins flowing everywhere. It's just a very fun environment to go to.
It is, and the desserts are also out of this world.
I'm trying to remember the desserts.
Well, they have
baklava.
And they have a key lime pie. They make a lot of desserts from scratch. Also, the fish, they fly the fish in. It's from Greece. Every 3 days, fish comes in. So it's a great experience. It's a great experience. at Thasos, and it's fun. They've got music there. And why are you laughing, Sophia?
Thasos.
I don't understand. You and I are saying the same thing, aren't we?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
You're
I'm saying
Thasos.
And what are you saying?
Thasos.
Thasos. You stick your tongue out. Anyway, you know what? Do we have any more gift certificates?
We have 1,000 gift certificates.
Well, do we have one for Rob's, or did we give them all out?
We have one left for Rob's.
I want somebody to.
We have a few gift certificates. We gave a few out last week. We do have one for Rob's.
You know
left.
what? I'm gonna have. We have. If you're watching right now, which we have a lot of people watching right now, if you are watching, you can go to our chat line and say, I would like to win the ticket, the gift certificate for $25 at Rob's Barbecue. And we're going to go with whoever writes us first. But I've got some special news to tell our viewers.
Well, actually, they don't have to just chat. They could even go to the website.
They could go, but we're here now. We can see it if somebody wins it. We have something really special happening this Friday.
Yay.
There's a real high profile magazine called Simply the Best. And Simply the Best is, just like the name says, it is one of the top upscale magazines in South Florida. They have been around forever. If you look at all the restaurants in there, they're all fine dining restaurants. They are doing a story on our show and Sophie and I, and there's also a full page ad in there. So we are really excited. I mean,
3 months, March, April, and May editions.
Yeah, we are going to be a story about us, and there's also going to be kind of like an ad, a full page ad in there for restaurants that'd like to come on our show. So we are really excited about that. And again, if you know of a restaurant that you would like us to do a tasting at, and we would love to know who that is. I guess let me just check again with Sophia, because I gave the phone number.
Let's see. I wanted to, since we did mention the Sobo Wine and Food Festival, I did want to mention the People's Choice. That one was Motec Cafe. So congratulations.
Did you hear what won it though?
It was
a
on
burger
pita.
on
Pita bread.
Yeah, it was done Indian style.
Mm-hmm. And it was, he was, or she was up against many very fine and well-known chefs. So that's incredible.
Yeah,
so,
Morton's was one of the restaurants that did a burger.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they didn't win either.
I know Chef Patty did.
Chef Patty was there.
With Gus Ferrari.
Yeah.
And so they won the People's Choice. So congratulations on that. That's a real honor. And then the judge's choice was BurgerFi. I was shocked at that, actually.
Well, they have it. BurgerFi has a good BurgerFi has the greatest fries.
But that's not a burger.
No, it's not.
That's not a burger. Think about the burgers that were entered into this contest.
Well, BurgerFi's not bad. It's not bad.
No, it's not bad. It just, to me, is just like a regular patty.
Do you know that that's kind of weird that Chef Patty has a burger place? I just realized that all these years I've known him, Chef Patty
has a patty.
Has a patty. We actually, Sophia and I went there the other night.
For the Wednesday night $5 burgers.
You know what?
It was packed.
Oh, it was packed.
And it was delicious.
Yeah, he on Wednesday nights, he does a $5 burger. It's kind of like a slider.
He is a little bigger than
Yeah,
a
a little bit
slider.
bigger than a slider. And it was really, there was
It
a
was
lot
delicious.
of people in there. He is so talented.
Mm-hmm.
But it was fun. So if you want to go for kind of a fun night and not worried about spending a lot of money, you want to go to Meat Eatery.
MEAT.
Meat Eatery Tap and Bar
on Federal Highway in Boca Raton.
By the way, today we're also kind of waiting on Pedro. This might be
a talkie show.
This might be one of those nights that you just hate to even think about. You know, what if none of the guests come on?
Pedro's always late. He's so busy at his
I know
restaurant.
he is. Even on a Monday, he's busy. Mm-hmm. But we have a treat for you that won't require a guest. And the treat is we are doing our top 10 steaks tonight. And what we did is we broke them down by Palm Beach and Broward. And our show goes into Miami. And I'm going to tell you that Miami is a whole different world.
But it goes down to the Keys,
yes.
too.
So, and goes all the way up. Yes. And that's probably why we've got such a large audience. And also, I want to thank everybody because Sophia did such an incredible job on our website. I've been doing the show for 10 years, and everybody always said to me, how come you don't have a website? And I'd make up some stupid story. It wasn't even true. And then Sophia said, we need a website. And I'm going, what? Who do you get to do it? That's what I was mostly worried about. Who are we going to get to do it? She did the entire website herself. And I'm telling you, I was blown away. Our website is www.w4cy. No, I'm giving our show.
No.
I'm sorry, www.eatandcritique.
And spelled out.
Yes, tvshow.com.
That's better.
Told you it's a weird night tonight.
www.eatandcritiquetvshow.com. We have a lot of our videos back up. All of the ones that we're currently on are definitely up, and all the ones from last year you can find on YouTube. I think I only got 3 of those loaded. We still have more to load, but you can always go to YouTube and look up Steve-O and Sophia, Eat and Critique, or just Eat and Critique, so Steve-O and Sophia.
And you can see all the awards we won. I think the one that I'm really most proud of is I was going through the internet. We were both like shocked. And I see our logo, the image of our logo, and I looked at it and said, top 15 foodie shows.
TV shows.
Yes, TV shows. And besides our logo, the first one I saw was Anthony Bourdain.
Ferrari was right next to us.
Yes, Guy Ferrari was up there, and Eat and Critique show.
We were shocked.
Yeah, we were really shocked. But, I think one of the things people like about our show, Sophia, is there's a couple other restaurant shows out there, and the restaurants they talk about are paid advertising. So you wonder, if they weren't getting paid, would they recommend this restaurant? Sophia and I do not charge for our tastings, and when they come on our show, there's no charge at all. People think we're crazy because that's how you got to pay for the show. And to me, it just made no sense taking money from somebody and then saying if they're good.
Well, the other thing that makes us different is we not only have some of the largest well-known restaurants on the show, we try to find the little small mom and pop, restaurants that maybe people aren't aware of and try to steer business into their restaurants so that they can be known for what that. There's so many good restaurants that people don't know about.
That's right. We are, if you look at, I'll just use tonight, we're doing top steak restaurants tonight. And there's probably about 10 sites that are top 10 steaks, top 25 steaks, but they're all the same places.
Mm-hmm.
And we know that there's places out there that don't have a big advertising budget, and they just hope that it's word of mouth. So if we can help them, God, that makes Sophia and I feel so good that we can help these restaurants out.
We found one in remember the short north area of West Palm, and had them on our show, Mestizos. And they ended up, after our show, 2 months later, got in as the top restaurant.
Yes.
They were voted top restaurant in the state of Florida. And they're opening a new restaurant, so we're going to have them on again to talk about that when they open. But the French bakery, Vincent's French Bakery, amazing pastries that people don't know about. The lobster, Brighton Beach lobster rolls. Oh my God. Just chunks of lobster, fresh lobster, no fillers.
Yeah, the lobster is so good. And they do bagels. They have breakfast in the morning, but their bagels are so good, they wholesale them out to restaurants.
And country clubs.
That's right.
And it's just amazing. Their food is incredible. So we try to find smaller restaurants than some of these larger.
Because we know they don't have a big ad budget.
Right.
And to be able to bring them on our show. Now, there's restaurants.
Well, look at Incontro.
Yes.
What he's crazy busy.
I know. And God, we started with him almost 3 months ago.
We started when he opened.
And it's funny because we went to his restaurant and all the seats outside were empty. And now you go by there now, they're all full.
Yes, you can't. It's like you have to make reservations to get in.
Sophia, I know this is going to sound braggadocious. Is that a word? But I went to a restaurant one night and the guy served dishes like oxtail. I do not like oxtail. If I never have oxtail the rest of my life, I'll be good to go with that. But this guy brought out oxtail and I asked him, I said, do you get a lot of orders for this? And the chef said, no. I said, then why are you serving us something that no one even orders? I was really shocked. And those kind of things happen. And I wasn't happy with the tasting. And I told the chef about it. And he threw in my face, he said, let me tell you something. I had a huge press party. It was a seated dinner and everybody swore how great my food is. And I said, I'm sorry, everybody's got different tastes. Mine just doesn't happen to be the dishes you brought out. Now, if you've got some good dishes that we didn't try, bring them out. And he was so rude after that. That restaurant went out of business a month later? And it wasn't because of me. But if his food was so good, like he said, everybody in the press was saying, why is he out of business?
Well, we have Pedro.
Good.
Hi, Pedro.
Hello, guys.
How's it going?
Do you know tonight?
Everything is great, guys.
Good.
We're doing our top steak restaurants in Palm Beach and Broward. And guess who our number one is in Broward? Who could it be?
Does it start with an I?
I think it does.
Is the owner Pedro?
How he got a name like Pedro. But anyway.
Hi, Pedro.
Oh,
no.
Must have been the way you said hi to him.
Then
Hear him.
There he is.
He got all excited. He dropped the phone. Pedro, tell us about your steaks that you have.
oh boy, my favorite is the fillet. You know, this is my favorite, and you know the way this guy made it is tender. That when you have a steak, you need a special knife, the steak knife. For this particular one, you don't. It's so soft, so tender that that's my favorite. Now, of course, we also have the ribeye, and the New York, and the veal, and the lamb chop that is out of this world. One of the favorite for everybody. But regarding a steak per se, my favorite will always be the fillet. Now, if you are a little hungry, then you can have the surf and turf, which is the fillet
Oh.
that I love, with the lobster and the big shrimp, then
Wow,
then you are out of this world.
And by the way, I used your picture for our website for our restaurants, the Surf and Turf.
Yeah, that's right.
I have to tell you about the picture. It's so funny. So the day that the chef fixed it the first time, the
Yes.
person that takes the picture is me. I'm the one taking the picture.
That's why it was so
always,
fun.
always. So I took pic-
Uh-oh. Okay.
We just lost Pedro
There he
again.
is again.
We just lost him again. Are you there? I think he froze.
But he did take a picture. He sent it. I tried to
There he is.
label
He's
it.
back.
Hi. Yeah.
So your picture that you took is on our website.
I tried to label it, but I couldn't get it to label.
Pedro, what makes your meat so much better than everyone else's?
Oh no. Your sound.
Can he hear it?
I can't,
Oh, we can't
we
hear.
can't hear.
Maybe he muted. Is he mute?
No.
Okay. Let's see. Are you there?
He's not
No.
muted.
We are so sorry. We cannot hear. I wanted to know if why his meat is so good. Let's try one more time, Pedro.
Oh.
We can't hear you. I bet it's his. Is he on mute?
No, he's not muted.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
it's his service because he keeps. We just found out he keeps cutting in and out.
Yes.
So it's something to do with his internet, his
Oh.
service.
Okay. Well, Pedro, I'm sorry. Yeah, you can't hear us either, can you? We're all making faces. Nope, we can't.
I was going to do that. I was going to have him. Pedro, can you hear us?
Yes.
Oh, there he is.
Because I was going to have you hang up and try to call back in again.
Oh, we can hear you.
But now we hear you.
Oh,
But you're going sideways.
Oh, good.
You're going
good.
upside down, sideways.
wanna
No,
get
I
this
was texting you guys. This have an option for texting. So I was texting you, telling you I can hear you. I don't know why you cannot.
Oh, I see. Pedro, what makes your meat so much better than everybody else's?
Well, I would like to say what my chef always says, which is that he puts the special ingredient, love,
Yes.
I have been doing restaurants for 14 years now, almost 15 years. And usually in the kitchen, the environment is, not that fun. the chef is always upset and people are scared of the chef and blah. Not here, not here. Everything is beautiful. Stress sometimes, but so we take care of the details. And the chef, from purchasing, nothing come to the kitchen from the vendors without the chef being in there.
Oh,
Ah.
And he returns a lot. So vendors know better. Oh, this don't send it to Incontro because this guy that they hate, by the way, he returns. Have to be perfect. Have to be perfect. Then the preparation, nothing leaves the kitchen without the chef approving it. Every single dish passed through the chef.
well, that's the
That
way it's supposed to be done. And there's so many restaurants that do not. That little small detail makes so much. Because I've watched chefs before, and things are going out the kitchen, and they didn't even check them.
But look at our experience at Flanagan's with the burgers
Yes, getting the wrong burger.
and not cooked.
But I'm going to tell everybody, Pedro, the reason why your restaurant is so successful is that you're hands-on. It is.
I can
That's,
help it. You know? I love it being here. My guests, I don't want to say most of them, but maybe most of them have became my friends.
Mhm.
When they come to Incontro, they talk to each other. They say, Pedro, I was talking to my wife, and I told her, let's go to Pedro. They don't say go to Incontro, go to the Italian,
Go
go
to
to the work. They
Pedro's.
say to Pedro. If let's say that one day I may not be here for whatever reason, I get text, Pedro, are you all right? I mean, I came and you're not here. Is everything okay? I said, no. I'm outside. I'll be right back or something. I love it being here. And you can tell, I do love it being here.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
we know. We
You've
know.
got, I got to tell you, Pedro, you've got the most understanding wife in the world.
Thank you. Oh, no. She tell me, aren't you not going to work today? I mean, it's getting late. You should be there. I'm like,
She wants him out of the house. Pedro, we have to go. We're sorry that there were so many technical issues.
But we'll see Pedro
We'll
next
see you
week.
next week.
oh, yes. Thank you, guys. It's been my
Thank you,
pleasure.
Pedro.
Thanks,
Good
Pedro.
night.
I'm honored to be.
We're honored to have you. Thank you.
Thank you,
Nice.
Sophie.
Bye.
So, well, at least one of our guests showed up.
Yeah.
Listen,
I think
you know
we-
what? This is no knock against Sophia at Thasos, because she does get really busy. And you know what we hear the complaint in restaurants are they get really busy and they don't have enough help.
Yes, true.
Okay, do you want to? We're going to go to our top steak restaurants. Do you want to start off first with Palm Beach?
Palm Beach? Okay. Let's start with Okeechobee Steakhouse on Okeechobee Boulevard. I actually went to it was a little political rally this weekend, and Okeechobee Steakhouse donated the food. And I found out that they actually opened 2 more restaurants that I had no awareness of.
Not including the seafood restaurant?
No, one is in the Garden, Jupiter,
Okay.
and one is in Loxahatchee,
Okeechobee.
Okeechobee Steakhouse.
Really?
They have 2 new locations.
know that.
Neither did I. The fish restaurant is closed and it's only going to be used for banquets. And then my other one is the Rain Dancer, which is right around the corner from there. And of course,
That's in West Palm Beach.
that's in West Palm. That's on Palm Beach Lakes, kind of on the corner of Palm Beach Lakes and Okeechobee Boulevard. And then you always have, well, I know which one you want to mention.
No, you don't. But we have to mention it. Listen, we want to be honest, and this is probably going to make some of the women out there a little itchy or something.
But it's true. It's true.
Yeah. The next one is Rachel's.
Yeah, well, which meat is it that they're looking at? And
Well, Rachel's is a gentleman's bar club, but I got to tell you, they are known for their steaks.
They are. Which steaks?
I know. But they actually are known for their prime rib.
Yes.
People go there for prime rib.
Yes.
So, I mean, close your eyes when you go in. Just keep your mouth open and you can enjoy it. I wonder if DJ's laughing his head off right now.
We have Ruth Chris. It's always one of the best. Always.
When your steak comes out at Ruth Chris, it's always that crackling, like it did just come out.
But it's perfect.
Yeah.
Always perfect.
And all their side, their baked potatoes are huge. But with Ruth Chris, it's always going to be the same. And I have never, and I kind of, mine is like medium well, idiot me, but I've never had my steak cooked wrong there, ever.
No, they never do.
It's very consistent, and the meat just melts in your mouth.
We have the meat market, too, that's on the island of Palm Beach.
The meat market, do you know what they're known for? I mean, they're known for
their meat market, the bar. No.
But they're known for their steaks, but they have it's called a cauliflower bloom. And I don't really like cauliflower. They have the best cauliflower, this bloom I've ever had. And it's one of their main dishes there, even though it's considered a side dish.
I love cauliflower.
So Prime and Boca.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
They're always very crowded.
They're over there on Glades. It's
off
right.
Glades.
Yeah. It's over there by Houston's. And it is incredible. You've got to make reservations there. Where else? Oh, you know what? There's a restaurant at the PGA, where they have the PGA tournament.
Right.
There's a restaurant there. I'm trying to think but they also offer really good steaks.
Table 26.
Oh, yeah, that's another good one.
There's one in Delray Beach. The angle at the O Spa, too. Not the O Spa, but the O Hotel, right on A1A.
Have you been there?
I have.
The spa there?
Yes.
Is it nice?
I like it.
Looks beautiful there.
It's beautiful.
And I guess to round out our steaks for Palm Beach, Abe and Louie's.
Oh, yes. Forgot about
They're right there on Glades also. Great. Again, you've got to make reservations at.
Most of these you really should make reservations.
Let's do Broward now. These are our top steaks in Broward County.
Steak 954.
Yes. They're a little pricey.
All of these are.
No. I don't mind, but steak 954. They have average price of a steak is $80.
But they're the Wagyu steak.
But not all of them are, though.
But that might be why it's so pricey, because not all steakhouses carry that type of a steak.
That's true. There is a steak restaurant at the what is it? It's at the casino. The one Seminole.
The New York.
NYY
steak.
I'm going to tell you something. If you're a Yankee fan, it's worth just going in there. Your plate is like a home plate. Your silverware they have them shaped like bats.
That's cute.
And the food is really good too.
It is good.
But they have these pictures all over the wall. New York Yankees. It is really NYY steak, and it actually started at Yankee Stadium.
That's
my little sports girl. She knows her sports.
But Incontro, we already mentioned, is probably one of my favorite restaurants
Oh,
in Broward.
absolutely.
And then Chima's.
Oh,
Chima's.
God.
How do you not go to Chima's?
If you love
Ugh.
steak, and I'm talking about, there's about 10 different varieties of steak. They just keep bringing it out to you. And they have the most incredible salad bar.
But it's also very beautiful, the little bar area with the lighted trees. And
They're on Las Olas.
They are.
They're at the other end of Las Olas, but let me tell you something. It's a Brazilian steakhouse. It is the finest Brazilian steakhouse I've ever experienced in my life. There's at the other casino, the Hard Rock, Council Oaks. Now they do a wasabi steak,
Wow.
135. What did I say?
Wasabi?
Yeah, it's wasabi.
Wasabi? It's hot?
$135.
Why?
Because it's
wasabi.
Yeah. What's the
wasabi's hot?
Well, I know it is. But we did a tasting there. It was the best steak I've ever had.
The Capitol Grill, we forgot to mention them in Palm Beach.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one that I was thinking of, and they're in Palm Beach Gardens and Boca.
Right.
But they're also in Fort Lauderdale.
Yes.
That's another incredible restaurant.
There is at the Diplomat Hotel in Hollywood, they have one of the finest steakhouses. You have literally 3 people waiting on your table, and they actually kind of stand by your table. You drop a fork, they have another fork back on their fork, that your other fork hit the floor. And if service is really important to you, the service is incredible. It is a wonderful steak restaurant right there at the Diplomat in Hollywood. Texas de Brazil, another Brazilian steakhouse, not anywhere near Chima's because of the selection, but it is a great steak restaurant.
Cut 432.
Cut 432, another great steak restaurant.
I think they're in Palm Beach too. I'm not sure about
They
that.
might be. There's a restaurant that's been around for 40 years. It's called Tropical Steakhouse, Tropical Acres. And it's an older place. It's also, it's in Hollywood also. How are we doing on time?
We have 3 minutes.
Okay. But
It goes
is
so
a
fast.
wonderful. Yeah, I'm sorry.
It goes so fast.
Sophia couldn't join us tonight.
I am too. Very
Because her
sorry.
restaurant is really, really good. By the way, if you go to our website. It's www.eat and you got to spell out and critique TV show.com. It's got so much great information on there. We talk about restaurants and of course
we have the little I have an email there that is, if you do email us, it's private and I will never see who, it's just me that sees it. You can email us with any recommendations that you might have for us to go taste. And
Sophia checks the emails every day.
I do.
Sometimes 2 or 3 times a day.
Mm-hmm.
So we will definitely, and if you like the show, send us a letter. We get a lot of letters now, people saying how much they like the show. They like the idea that the restaurants that we suggest are not paid endorsements.
Well, and they've all written to us that they have actually gone to the restaurants that we've talked about,
right,
and have told us that they loved it, and they've actually sent friends and family. So
we will never steer our listeners and viewers wrong.
But again, it's our opinion. So
yeah, I mean, listen, I'll take responsibility. And there's sometimes that I like a restaurant and Sophia doesn't, and we get into that.
So We have just a little bit of time left, unfortunately.
Why do you got that look on your face?
Because I don't
It's like you're
it.
getting ready to say something.
I don't like it to end in the Heat game. It's going to be a good
Yeah,
game
he came
tonight.
They play Philadelphia. Sophia is a huge Heat fan, knows more about basketball than the players do.
Well, at least
And
one
Margaret
of
knows
them.
a lot
At
about
least
it.
one player. Sorry.
She's probably the only one in Florida that does not like heroes.
We have some really good restaurants that we're working on that hopefully we'll have one next Monday. And then we're going to definitely have one on the third Monday of March, Tocado Restaurant.
Yeah.
I'm so excited
I
about that
know.
one.
I guess we better get out of here.
It's time.
Thank you, DJ.
Thank
Great
you.
producer.
Thank you, everyone, for listening and supporting our show. And DJ, you're just the most wonderful producer. Thank you.
Oh my God, he's going to get a big head now.
Thank
Hey, we'll
you.
see you guys next week with more Eat and Critique.
Good night.
See you.
Bye.
You've been listening to the Eat and Critique Show with your hosts, award-winning restaurant critics, Steve-O and Sophia, brought to you by Incontro Italian Cuisine and Steakhouse, located in Coral Springs on the Walk. Be sure to join us again next week as Steve-O and Sophia interview top local restaurant owners and chefs. Steve-O and Sophia are known for their pure honesty when it comes to reviewing local restaurants. See you next week.